from the deep depths of the asylum. This is Jbomb and Puddy. Save the planet! How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to Jbomb and Puddy. Save the planet. Jbomb, say
Hi.
hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Hi. It's the J-Bomb.
And it's the Puddy.
I know I can get you to do it.
And we're back. Back again. Proud endorsed by Mal... Oh, let me try that again. Oh, tongue twist. Here we go again.
Hey, we said we were going to save the planet. We didn't say we were going to do it and speak right while we done it.
That's true. That's very true. Proudly endorsed by Mountain Earth Democracy, official KJX3 original podcast. Thank you all for listening right now. Let's get right into this, because I'm fucking tired. If this is a shorter episode, blame it on me this week. We do have a full listing of stuff to talk about, but oh my god, I don't know. Like today especially, I think it was the heat.
It was very hot.
It drained all my energy. So we're recording on Wednesday. It was like around 94, 93 today.
Certain areas down here actually got around 98, believe it or not.
Holy fuck.
It was bad down here, dude.
And I think Saturday, whenever this goes up, it'll cool down a little bit. But like the next week is still supposed to be up in the 90s. Like,
hot.
We hit September. Why is it still 90 degrees?
And then it gets hot.
Yeah. But luckily...
But like, the fucked up thing is it's like 90 degrees in the day, but then it's like 50 degrees at night.
Yeah, it feels really good at night. And then we have to, like, boil during the day.
Yeah. Yeah, we died. We died during the day.
I'd like to get a lot of stuff done during the day. I don't want to go out in the freaking heat.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I have to work in that shit. It sucks.
I'm lucky that I'm still going to school, so...
I'm out spraying houses for bugs and shit. I'm burning the fuck up. I don't like it.
Do you take, like, a fan or something with you?
I mean, I got air conditioning in the truck, thank God, but when I get out that truck and I'm power spraying somebody's house, no, I have nothing.
Oh, God.
Yes, I'm dying. I'm going, please, God, let me finish this house so I can get back in the truck. I don't even turn the truck off anymore. I just leave the air conditioning going and leave the truck running, and I'm like, all right, I'll be back. When I get back, it's going to be nice in here.
It sounds absolutely horrible.
It's not been fun this week. Yesterday was hot, too.
Mm-hmm. It's been hot all week.
Yeah. But then, like, meanwhile, a guy on my at my company that has a different route, which is like 5 counties over from me, he called me. He's like, hey, man, guess what? It's raining here. It feels great.
Oh,
I'm like,
good.
Hey, you know what? I'm like, fuck you, man. I don't like you. Fuck you.
Good. Fuck off.
Yeah, I never got no damn rain today. It's bullshit.
Yeah, the only rain that was coming down was the perspiration coming from my sweat glands.
Exactly, yeah.
I
didn't know my body held that much sweat.
What a doucher.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, dude, he's like, man, the roads are really bad. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, it's 90 fucking degrees. It's almost 100 degrees. And you're bitching about the roads? He's like, yeah, man, it's storming up here.
Not a cloud in the sky, I bet.
There wasn't a cloud in the sky where I was at.
Sky. No, not here either. Just...
I was like, man, the storm is so bad, I was hydroplaning and shit. Like, I had to slow down.
Oh,
like,
good for you.
Like, so you got to fucking have some rain to cool off, and you got to play Tokyo Drift all at the same fucking time. And you're going to bitch at me about hydroplaning? Fuck you.
Yeah, you almost lost your life, but fuck you.
Yeah, but he got to have some fun on some really sharp curves, I'm betting.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
Vin Diesel over here getting rained on and shit. And I'm sitting over here in the fucking Sahara Desert, fucking dying.
I'm literally making soup in my pants. I don't like this.
Yeah. It's got swamp ass. Don't even try it.
It's legitimately gross.
Yeah, bad. It's bad.
Well, speaking of not gross, you missed a hell of a chow down on Sunday.
I saw pictures.
It was fun.
I saw you and Jedi was hanging out.
We were.
Y'all talk about the podcast any?
No, I'll admit, just because we were so silent, like, because I was just with Jedi, and I'm still not familiar with everybody yet. Like, I talked a few times to Shane, Creature,
Yeah.
and to Lulu, and someone else. I
A
can't remember.
creature actually listens to the podcast. He's the one who listens to the podcast, right?
He does, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he's actually one of our very loyal followers at the moment.
Which is good, because we need those back. We lost a
Yeah, we
few
got-
of them.
We got one right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Creature.
Thank you, Creature.
Tell your friends. Yeah.
But
we got one guy watching and listening to podcasts every week. Yeah.
But like, I talked to him, I talked to a couple others, but most of the time I was just like, staying to my side talking to Zach, or I was going over to Skinner and like playing with Melee.
Playing with the baby.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if I wasn't doing one thing, I was doing the other.
From the pictures I've seen, it looked like, I mean, y'all were having a blast, and most of all, it looked like a family gathering.
It really did. Just
there was people smiling and laughing and just having a good fucking time.
Just a big ass family meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Kind of like
huge.
my OD party the week before.
Yeah. Only it was probably more family friendly in comparison to your OD party.
Yeah, there wasn't no alcohol and people getting really drunk.
No.
People,
well, some of them might have a couple drinks, but I didn't get anything.
there wasn't nobody with their head in my toilet.
Right. Yeah. It was normal for a good old Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Dude, plus Whiskey Taco is really good. I'd never been there, always wanted to go, but no. Okay, when I say always, I mean like it's in my top 10 of places I'd want to go around here, but it wasn't like the top one, so I was like, yeah, I can wait, but I would like to go there one day. I'm glad I got to go Sunday. It was relatively good.
I gotta ask. I've seen pictures of like the luchador shit and stuff. What's up with all that?
I don't know. It's
like big ass luchador statue outside and stuff.
I have no idea. It's just their theme, the Whiskey Taco thing. I don't know. I know they just have that statue, and they were joking about how it was still not as tall as one of the other guys in our group. Blackbeard. Yep, that was it.
Lucas, yeah.
Yeah.
Blackbeard is a fucking giant. He called me out today on the club chat and said something about I smell little people. Hi, J-Bomb. And I was like, I'm sorry, but now that you're talking about you smelled me, now I'm picturing you running around going V5 bum. I smelled J-Bomb. You know?
That's fucking great. That was
super tall.
He's really tall, and God, he got you good.
Well, I've seen him. One of the shows I came up to in Charleston a couple of months back. He was there, and when I walked up to him, he pulled out a giant lollipop to give to me, so I could be a part of the lollipop deal. He actually gave me one, and he gave Weebles one, and said, "Here y'all go." And I was like, you know what? I'm not only going to keep this motherfucker, but I'm going to eat it too.
Speaking of Weebles and Breeder, their food, again, more members of MAD. I know this is really inside, but that's their nickname. Sorry for anybody that's like,
gotta give everybody a little sneak peek inside.
Just getting a little bit of an inside scoop, as they say. But
learn about the family, you know.
Speaking of Breeder and Weebles, one thing that they got, of course, they got their kids like little cheese quesadillas, but I'm talking about what they got. There was this huge amount of food, and it looked like it was inside a fucking little black cauldron.
Really?
Yeah. When they brought that out there, it was sizzling and everything, and I just look over, I'm just like, are they making potions? Are they making Mexican-style potions? What's going on with this? But it looked amazing.
Coming to a craft meeting. This is a Wicca circle, ain't it?
The only problem I have with Whiskey Taco, but it's not even a bad problem, it's just a me being poor problem, is how much they are. They're a little bit pricey.
Are they pricey?
They're good, and, you know, if I was better financially right now, I'd say, yeah, that makes sense why they're that much. But right now, where I need the money, It's like like their regular dishes were like $10,
Uh,
but it was good food. Like I didn't.
now, I mean, like if you had the money and you could just throw money away, would you eat there often?
Not often, no.
Not often. But
I
the
would.
tacos were good.
The tacos are really good. Well, to be fair, I'm a really cheap eater, anyways. Like, I'm happy with the $1 tacos from Burger King. All jokes aside, like they're not great, but if you said, "Hey, you want $1 taco from Burger King?" I'll be like, "Yeah, give me three." And I'll be happy with it. And that's $3 that I spent, and it doesn't taste great, but hey, I'm satisfied. It's somewhat of a taco.
Like I ate some food today, so
Yeah,
I'm good. Yeah,
I'm completely pleased whenever I just get like dollar chicken sandwiches from McDonald's.
yeah, yeah.
I'm completely satisfied with that. So whenever someone offers me to go to a place like this, I'm just like, "Are you sure? How much can I spend?" because
Do
I
I
don't
have a bunch of burgers?
because I don't want to like overdo it. And I'm just
Uh,
like, "Oh, but I'm hungry
how
and
did
this
y'all
sounds good."
tab
What?
up anyway? How did y'all split the tab up anyway? Was it? I mean, was it just Mad paid for it, or was like each
Um
individual got their own tab, or I mean,
From what
what
I
kind?
was looking at, it seemed like different groups of people were getting their own tabs. Like if you were a couple or if you had kids and stuff,
Gotcha,
getting tabs. I think that's how they did it. I don't think there was one big old group tab.
gotcha.
And I really gotta thank Skinner because of how I'm talking about my financial situation right now. He actually paid for me, and I will pay you back, Skinner, eventually. So thank you for my dinner. Um, that was really cool of you.
Thank you, Skinner, for paying for Puddy some more food.
Thank you. I really appreciate
Thank
that.
That's
And I
awesome.
was able to give him my shirt and my patches, so eventually I will actually have patches on a black shirt.
Nice. I
Well,
actually I have a vest and some patches that were given to me by one of my crew members, Keeper, and I have to get them sewed on before the 28th.
I'll be honest with you, and this might upset people in the Mad family, which I'm perfectly okay with, but I will preference it by saying I like to be different. Okay?
We all
I
do.
Yeah, I don't really like vests.
You don't have to wear vests.
Right, yeah, I don't really like vests. I don't really like cuts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So, whenever Uncle Sean said, "Well, you can just put on a black t-shirt," I'm just like, "Okay, it's fine with
yeah.
me." So I found a black T-shirt and it has like a little pocket on the side there. And I was thinking, put the Mad logo on the pocket and then put Putty and Hillbilly Crew on the other side, and I'll be a happy camper and I'll wear it proudly wherever, just about wherever I go. So that will,
Like me, you've seen mine. I do have a vest.
yes, yes, you do. You
It's
have
tact.
a vest loaded with cuts.
Yeah, it's a tactical vest though,
Mm-hmm.
because when I joined, Travis Phillips, who's in the crew with me, and a member that's not with the crew with Matt anymore because his life's already hectic fucking enough.
Yeah.
But it's my two best friends. We were called the Shield of Matt,
Mm-hmm.
so we all went with tactical vests, kind of keep that Shield theme. Now I'm actually going to order me a bowling shirt and order a new set of patches to put on a bowling shirt.
You're gonna put patches on a bowling shirt?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds a little interesting and a little weird.
Well, see,
I,
I'm gonna kind of go with the Charlie Sheen from Two and a Half Men kind of bowling shirts,
uh-huh.
But I don't know if you've seen a couple months ago, our crew we actually had a mad bowling tournament. We went to the
I
bowling,
saw that. Yeah.
yeah, and I am actually the mad bowling champion at this moment.
Oh, rub it in.
I won that tournament. I got a belt.
Rub it the fuck in, J-Bomb.
Yeah, I got a mad bowling championship belt. Damn it, Travis paid. But I told him, I said, if I get me a bowling shirt, I don't know how many of our listeners have ever watched The Simpsons or if you've ever watched The Simpsons.
I have definitely watched The Simpsons.
Okay, so you remember Homer and them, they had the pen pals.
Mm-hmm.
They would bowl.
Yep.
Told him if I get me a bowling shirt, I'm going to try to find me a big ass pen pals patch to put on the back of it. Just for the fuck of it, because I love The Simpsons and because that would just be fucking hilarious.
That would be extremely funny, and I demand this to happen post haste.
Yes, I agree. As soon as my poor ass can buy a bowling shirt, it's on like Donkey
Ah,
Kong.
ladies
But
and
like,
gentlemen. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
is yours going on? Is yours going on like an actual T-shirt, just like a normal T-shirt?
Yeah, just a normal black T-shirt that has a little pocket on the side.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
So
like one of my crew members, Hot Rod, Michael Gibson, he's a mechanic. He works at a garage all day long.
hmm
His actually is a mechanic shirt. It's got a big Pennzoil logo on the back of it. It's a button-up mechanic shirt, and he brought that to me with his patches, and that's what his patches are actually on.
can
Both
someone just get like a big old poncho and just put patches on them, please?
you can.
I mean, this
Want
needs
to.
to happen. Like, someone please just be like, all right, I'll get like the wackiest thing I can possibly find and put my patches on it. Wear it anytime we have anytime we have any kind of get together or meeting or something like that. So like, what stupid funny stuff we could put patches on?
I thought of something crazy earlier. Actually, I thought of it today.
Uh huh.
Wouldn't it be hilarious and cool at the same time if some damn member pulled a Chris Jericho and got them a scarf and put the patches on that?
You put the
They
patches
put
on
the
the
scarf,
scarf. I would love you forever.
and then the scarf just drapes across where the patches are supposed to be anyway. That would be fucking great.
That would be cool, but I'm talking like super duper crazy. Like, I don't know. A sombrero
Nice.
or
I know one member almost put his on a reflective vest from where he works as a on a road crew.
a pair of really
Yeah.
tight yoga pants.
Like, yeah, that don't work. You got to have it up on the chest. There is that patch that has to go across the heart.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
very fair.
Let's go with like a very tight workout shirt.
How about a bra?
Actually, I brought that up months ago. I was like, "Why would somebody just want to put one on a bra? Just walk around wearing the fucking bra?"
Or a bikini, because bikinis are normal for the outside world, but bras are not.
Agree? Yeah,
I never understood how that works.
I don't either because bikinis show more than bras ever do.
They do. It's like
Yeah.
whenever a woman's in a bra, they're like, "Eh, get away from me! Don't look at me!"
Yeah.
But in a
I'm
fucking
a bra.
bikini top, they're like,
Yeah.
"Look at me, notice
Barely
me, stare
covers.
at me."
Yeah. You got a bikini top that barely covers your nipples, and you're like, "Hi, how's everybody doing?"
How the fuck does that make sense?
It don't make sense.
I think it
Maybe
has to.
one day we'll have our first ever female member on here, and we can ask her that.
Don't look that much into it.
No, I don't see too many females wanting to do a podcast with us.
You know.
Let's face it. I'm no Chris Hemsworth. And, you're no George Clooney.
No, it's unfortunate. Really, it is. Speaking of unfortunate events, I don't know. Do we want to talk about the next thing now? Or do you want to talk about Matt a little more? Because I don't want to get sad just yet, but I do want to talk about what today is.
Well, I mean, I love talking about Matt. I do.
Uh-huh.
We do so much fun shit, and we are a big family, and we have a blast together. And what we're doing, what we're trying to do, is a good thing. But also, not all of our listeners may be Matt members.
Yeah.
So maybe we can move on to the next thing, and I'll just before we do, I'll say, by the way, you guys have heard us talk about Matt. What we do. If you have any interest in joining up, definitely hit us up. Like we always talk about, you can find us on Facebook, Mountain Arts Democracy, and check us out. See what you think about us. Maybe you could be a part of the big family.
We are all one big, happy, loving family, no matter what. I think you'd love this group. So think about it. If you have any interest, go to what he talked about on Facebook. Talk to President Skinner, my uncle, and we'll get you going.
Yeah.
So,
if you have any interest in the arts or music or any of that shit, where you need to be at.
So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up now, just because I don't want to be a 100% Debbie Downer, but we'll talk about it since it is today. Today is 9/11, Patriot Day, if for anybody, which I didn't know about that it was actually called Patriot Day for years.
I know that either. I didn't know that.
Or if it's not Patriot Day, it's something like that. Because
Really?
the only thing I think about is whenever it hits this, it's just like 911,
Yeah.
9/11.
Yeah.
And of course, we're talking about it on September the 11th, but the podcast will be on September the 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah, September 14th. So we're just going to talk about briefly because the day has passed by the time you all are hearing about it. But this is the 18th year anniversary of September 11th, and the mere fact to me that there are now people that can vote that are born after this day that can vote is just mind-boggling.
Yeah. 18 years.
Like,
Actually, this is a good thing. We're talking about September 11th. Maybe we can maybe touch on what we were. Do you remember what you was doing on September 11th?
because I am a young boy, I was in second grade. Um,
Wow.
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah,
Okay.
but
Keep
like,
going.
I was youngin', and I was. There's few things I remember from that time. I'll say that, but I I can't not remember this. So we're just sitting in the desk in second grade doing our work or whatever. Don't remember what the work is. Don't really care anymore at this point. And I remember that the faculty or one of the helpers or aides or whatever that was at the school came in and told our second grade teacher to turn on the TV that something was going on. And a little bit of time passes, and then I just remember watching the TV and seeing the towers smoking. And,
Mm.
like, I didn't understand what was going on, but I understood enough to know that something bad was going on. And so I
Yeah, something
noticed
bad
that,
happened.
yeah. And so I noticed that, and I look over, and something that I'll always remember is just seeing my second grade teacher just weeping, just tearing up and just so sad, and it hit me just like this is crazy. I don't know what it is. Again, too young to really comprehend, but it's crazy what's going on. After that, I don't know what I did that day. I don't know what I did the weeks and months afterwards. And I definitely go back at least once, twice a year ever since then and look back on footage and listen to different radio broadcasts and news broadcasts and stuff that happened on that day. It's a crazy historical thing that happened while I was here on this planet.
Yeah.
I I just and the fact that we were watching it live whenever I was in second grade, I'll never forget those moments, even though I don't remember anything after that, directly after that, or anything else about the day other than just seeing those moments. But those will always be pierced in my memory.
Mine was my September 11th, 18 years ago was a bit different. You said you was in what, second grade?
Yes, yes, sir. I remember. I am
Uh,
the youngin'.
yes, I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember it very graphically actually. I at that time I was a hippie stoner kid that didn't care about going to school. And actually that day I didn't go to school. I stayed home.
Hmm.
I laid around, and my aunt called me, and she said, "Did you see on the news what happened?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Apparently a plane crashed into some really famous building." And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And now I will go ahead and let you guys know my aunt has lived in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm talking away from civilization. Don't know
Basically,
what the fuck is going on.
basically, it's crazy that she knows this information before you got it.
Well, the that's what I'm saying is she didn't know what building it was.
Yeah. Oh.
She didn't even really care where it was or anything like that. She's like, but apparently it's all over the news. Some plane crashed into some building. I said, well, okay. Well, I turned on the news. Well, when I turned on the news is actually when about 5 minutes after I turned on the news is actually when the second plane hit.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
I'd been watching for 5 minutes, going, holy fuck, what the hell just happened? That plane hit one of the towers, and then 5 minutes later, a second plane hit the other tower. And when it did, I shut down. and I just stopped and I said, "Holy shit, this is not an accident. This shit's on purpose."
Yep.
And I called my best friend. I asked him what he was doing. He's like, "I'm sitting at the house watching the news and watching this crazy shit." And I was like, "Okay, well, can I ride up?" As soon as I rode up and got up there to his house, that's when the Pentagon got hit, and I was like, "What in the hell is going on?" I was old, I was 16 years old. I was old enough to know something was wrong.
Yes.
And then the plane in Pennsylvania hit, and you know for somebody my age at that time when it was happening, a lot of people that was older than me, we all thought we was under attack. We got paranoid about what was going to fucking happen next.
Mm-hmm.
So
I,
yeah, that was a scary day. I won't forget. I mean, I've been around long enough to remember some crazy shit, but that was definitely the top on my list.
I can't. Obviously, I can't imagine how it would have been like being a teenager because I was only in second grade. But just
Yeah,
imagining like having the sense of knowing just a little bit more than what I would have known.
yeah.
I couldn't imagine being there with 9/11 happening. I mean, I would be. I would be. I thought I get panicked in like situations where there's a bunch of people around. If something like that was legitimately happening, I thought that the apocalypse would hit.
We
I.
were. I mean, myself. I was worried as shit
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, I done watched two planes crash into the towers. I watched a plane hit the Pentagon. I watched a plane crash land in Pennsylvania. I was expecting a plane to hit the damn ground anywhere.
Yeah.
We all at that time, a lot of people just didn't feel like they were safe no matter where the hell they were standing.
And 2001 was definitely a different time compared to how it is now.
Yeah,
I go back and I always listen to Howard Stern's broadcast of what happened during 9/11 because unlike the regular news, like news outlets had to be professional about it because they're news. They're supposed to be talking about what's going on and not having biased opinions.
yeah,
Howard Stern was live whenever that happened. I don't know of any other radio people that were live. I would love to find some that would have been live during while that happened and was watching it. But he was definitely the biggest one that was live and was watching it. And yeah, it very different to how people are nowadays when it comes to blaming people and
yeah,
saying this, that, and the other thing. But the thing about it that made it so interesting and that still interests me is just how real it was. They honestly really thought that this place was fucked. And
yeah.
honestly, we were. We were fucked on September 11th, 2001.
It was horrible.
We were absolutely fucked.
I mean, I'm sure you're not old enough to remember the weeks and the weeks of firefighters trying to go in and pull people out and the cleanup
No,
and
I
the
don't remember
lives that
that.
were lost. I mean, I seen it last night, and I see it all every year. But over 3,000 people died that day.
Hmm.
That's insane.
And there was so much misinformation that day too. Like throughout the broadcast of his show, they were saying that the White House had been hit, that a third
Yeah,
plane had hit the buildings, which caused it to collapse. There was so much confusion and so much misinformation and stuff. It was a crazy time. I couldn't
I mean
imagine.
that's what happens when people panic. You
Yeah.
panic, you get confused, you get scared, you freak out, you get paranoid, and that was everybody in the United States 18 years ago.
And to anybody that says that we're forgetting about 9/11, I don't. I just have an opinion on that. I don't think we're forgetting about 9/11. How can you forget
No,
about something like that?
no,
I think we have finally started moving on the best we
yeah,
possibly can. And
but I
unfortunately,
mean,
go ahead.
if
Sorry.
you're somebody that was my age at the time, I was a teenager, and that's one of those events in your life you're never going to forget.
Right. And I'll never forget it being as young as I was. I'll never
Yeah.
forget that. I can't I can't process it the same way, unfortunately, but I'll never forget it.
Well, I mean, that's like I remember my dad telling me stories when I was a kid about how he remembers when he was a little kid, John F. Kennedy got shot.
Mm-hmm.
He remembers sitting with his dad and watching that and Kennedy getting killed. You know, and that here he was very young. He was 5, 6 years old, and here he is. I'm a kid, and he's telling me the story.
Mm-hmm.
The people that were around for September 11th will never forget it
No,
ever.
that is our JFK assassination right there.
It is, yeah. I mean, and like the space shuttle Challenger exploding.
Mm-hmm.
There was the space shuttle. I can't remember which one it was that exploded when I was in high school, but I'll never forget sitting in class and us watching the ship take off, and then boom, it blew up.
Mm-hmm.
That was scary. There's those certain moments in your life that, and no matter what, you're never going to forget it.
No. So that's our talk about 9/11. Legit, we'll never forget. It's
Never.
impossible, I think, to 100% forget about it.
Oh yeah.
And I don't have a good segue out of this, so let's just pause for a second, collect our bearings,
Take a moment of silence for September 11th. Get our shit together.
and we'll come back to you here in just a
Now,
minute. So, we have something that J-Bomb is going to be doing here that a lot of people are excited about, honestly.
yeah, okay, yeah. I forgot that was in our list of shit to do.
Good job. Good job, Fry Boy.
But he said my name, and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing?
Good job, Fry Boy.
Yeah,
I had to repeat my joke.
yeah.
So, he's got a Halloween countdown that he did last year that he's going to bring back. You want to talk about it?
Sure. Actually, last year was the second year I'd done that. This year I'll make three. I haven't told anybody yet that I'm doing it. I kind of made a post about it last week on Facebook asking who all would like for me to do it again, and like that post got blew the hell up. So I guess I have to do it. Uh, I've been told by one person that it's a damn yearly tradition they look forward
Now, to be
now,
fair,
so
you
I
can
have
be a
to do it.
total heel
So
and
yeah,
not do it.
I could,
You could
but
absolutely go that direction. Just be like, "Fuck you! I ain't doing
yep,
shit for you.
fuck you. I ain't doing no fucking countdown. Fuck all y'all. No, but
It's Halloween. It's my favorite time of year. Fuck you."
yeah. Well, there is a reason why we do this podcast. I like to make people smile. So I just
Oh, you're too sweet. Why are you my
I'm a big
co-host?
I'm a big old softy.
No,
Um,
no, that's
so,
exactly why you're my co-host. Cause you big old softy little patty.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, that was really weird.
Yeah. It was kind of, but
Freaking
but he played himself.
bird.
But
Bird.
anyway, but yeah, every year I do a Halloween countdown, starting October 1st, ending October 31st, of the best Halloween horror suspense characters of all time. And all I do is I just ask everybody that want to participate. All they do is private message me their top 5 picks, your top 5 favorite characters from Halloween horror suspense movies. And I put them in a list. I tally them up, and from October 1st to October 31st, we do a countdown on who's the best. Last year, our winner was Jason Voorhees, of course. And second place was actually Jigsaw, which actually I really liked. I liked seeing a modern character brought into to a big list like that. The year before, it actually was a tie between Freddy and Jason, which was really cool. I kind of just gave October 30th and October 31st to the kings of Halloween, the kings of horror, and I let Freddy and Jason fight it out one more time. But what I do is during that month, whatever character won that day, just provide these goofy little geeky facts you may not have known about the character or the movie franchise, and it's just something fun, gets you in the mood for Halloween. But I will start up getting everybody's votes back on Saturday when this is uploaded. I will let everybody know that I am doing a countdown again. And if you want to give me your votes, give them to me. I'll put them in, and we'll see who wins this year.
I'll go ahead and give you mine, but I only
Oh,
have 3.
you got to pick 5, man.
I don't want to pick 5 because honestly, like, I feel like because I don't want to watch those slasher movies.
Okay, so
Slasher movie, huh?
you just want to give me 3 then.
I just want to give you 3 because I'm not a huge fan of wanting to watch Freddy or Jason. Honestly,
Okay. Your Uncle Skinner's actually terrified of Freddy.
oh, he's a little pussy. What can I say?
He's scared death of Freddy Krueger. Terrified.
Love
But
you, Uncle Skinner.
yeah. Love you, Skinner, but
Love you,
yeah, you're a
Skinner.
bit of a pussy when it comes to that. I mean, come on.
PC, PC. Anyway, so my 3 that I'm going to mention, no
Okay.
particular order, just 3 that I really like.
I don't want him in order.
Huh? You cut out there,
I
sorry.
don't want them in order anyway because they're just going in.
Okay, good.
I don't want them in order.
So, I liked it, the new movie, Chapter 1.
So Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise. Now,
Okay.
so maybe I'm a little bit not understanding. It's just characters?
Yes, it's characters.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's not picking a movie. It's picking a character. So I mean, you could even pick a good guy character from a movie. I don't give a shit.
Well, then
Like
okay, I still have my characters then.
like last year, I had 3 characters from the series The Walking Dead, and 2 of them were good guy characters, and one of them was a dickhead. So it's just character.
Then okay, then I got my I still got my 3 then. So, number 1 is Pennywise. Number 2,
Okay.
again, no particular order, is
Yeah.
Jack Torrance.
Jack Torrance was actually brought in on the list last year for the
Hmm.
first time. I like
And
Jack.
the third one, which may not be a lot of people's automatic thought of horror, but it is because it's psychological. Jacob Singer from
Nice.
Jacob's Ladder.
I like that. That is
Hmm.
the first time anybody has ever picked that, and I hope to God he makes the damn countdown because I would like to see that. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Since you're announcing your 3, I will go ahead and pick my 5,
Okay.
and I will go ahead and put Jacob Singer in there just to hope to God he makes the cut.
Jacob's
But
Ladder is so good.
damn good movie.
It's amazing.
Now every year I do elect Jigsaw, so he's
Hmm.
got to. I
That's
love
fair.
Jigsaw. I always pick Jason because, so, well, but with horror fans, you're either picking Jason or Freddy, and I think Freddy's a bitch. So I'm gonna go with Jason. Um, I always have to pick my all time favorite, Mr. Ash Williams from The Evil Dead.
Hmm.
I'm a huge Bruce Campbell nut. Bruce Campbell's great. Have you watched any of that stuff? They're great.
Honestly, I have not. No.
You've not watched Evil Dead or Army of
No,
Darkness?
no. Evil Dead, I have. Yes. Evil
He's got
Dead.
he's got a chainsaw for a hand. I mean, that's just badass. You got a chainsaw in one hand and you're holding a 12 gauge double barrel on the other. So yeah, you're a badass.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I believe we watched Evil Dead for our horror and fantasy class.
Oh really? That's
Yeah.
cool.
But I don't remember it.
And
Like,
then my number 5 pick, I always pick him every year because I like to see him kind of get into the countdown. Is the one and only Dexter Morgan from the show Dexter.
mm,
You ever watch Dexter?
no.
You should check it out. It's not
Uh,
really horror. He's a serial killer,
mm-hmm.
but he only kills people that fit his list, which are people that kill or rape or anything like that. Like he was raised by a detective, and he taught him rules on who he should kill. So it's a really cool show.
You're not the only person here in my group of friends that I absolutely love that have talked about Dexter. And maybe I should finally just. I think I will eventually sit down and watch some. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
To me anymore, I don't like sitting down and watching TV shows.
Mm.
Like, if it's a good movie, I'll watch it. If it's like 2-3 hours, I'll watch it. I don't know why I
Uh,
couldn't watch the Godfather though. That was just too long and too not interesting to me.
I like the first Godfather. The rest can kiss my ass.
So, like, if it's a movie that's that long, fine, whatever. I don't want to get invested in a TV show again. I think it really has a lot to do with Doctor Who
Ah,
because I got extremely invested in Doctor Who when I finally started watching it. Whenever Dad said, "Watch Doctor Who," I'd be like, "No," and then he kept pounding me. I'm like, "Okay." Then I
I,
liked
I,
it way too much.
yeah. I'll tell you right now. You start on Dexter, and it's one of those. I'll tell you right now. It's 8 seasons, so you got plenty to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really get into it, great. You got plenty to watch. But like, one of my favorite actors of all time is John Lithgow.
Mm-hmm.
You know John Lithgow, right?
I'm gonna say yes, but I don't.
He was in Harry and the Hendersons, Third Rock from the Sun,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
uh,
I
Planet
know
of
who
the
he
Apes.
is. Mm-hmm.
Great. He was actually at the New Pet Cemetery. Great actor, one of my favorite
Was
actors.
he?
Yeah, he's in the New Pet Cemetery. He plays. Did you watch the original Pet Cemetery?
No.
Well,
I'm so
he
good at
plays.
this game, J-Bum.
Yeah, he plays Fred Gwynn's character from the original Pet Cemetery. He's the old dude that lives across the road. You know, shows the dad where the Pet Cemetery is. But
Ah.
whatever. But anyway, yeah, John Lithgow is actually one of the big serial killers that's on the Dexter series,
Mm-hmm.
and he causes a whole lot of shit. But I mean, this show it's like the first episode of the entire show starts with him kidnapping a guy, and you're like, oh, okay, this guy's a total dickhead. He just kidnapped this really nice guy, and he's going to kill him. Well, it turned out this really nice guy was actually molesting children,
Oh.
but he was pretending to be, I think it was like a scout leader or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Dexter figured him out, brought him in, wiped him out. So yeah, that's what he does. He investigates people like a detective. He actually works for the Miami Metro Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
He's a blood spatter analyst. That's what it is.
He
And
is a bad guy, but is actually a good guy.
yeah, he's the total anti-hero, like
Right.
the punch. You know,
Yeah.
he finds dickheads that need to be taken out, and he takes them out. So yeah, Dexter is really cool. It's a really psychological show, based on a book actually.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and yeah, if you want to check it out, you totally should check it out.
I probably will. I probably it will probably one of those things where I'm finally just like, fuck it, I'll watch it because I'm like that a lot. Whenever I'm just like, I don't particularly want to, but I have to know what the big deal is.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's what made me finally watch Star Wars
nice. Yeah, and I
because
mean
I
the
was
big
like,
thing with Dexter is, like I said, I get 5 picks, and I'm a huge horror fan. I love horror movies.
mhm.
I love the entire horror suspense genre, but yet Dexter made my top 5.
I have to ask, Evil Dead, that was the one where they're in the mall, correct?
No,
Okay.
that's Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, my bad. Not seen Evil Dead then. And
Evil
if I
Dead
have, I don't remember.
Evil Dead is a group of it's made by Sam Raimi, the same guy that made Spider Man,
Yeah.
the original the Tobey Maguire Spider
Oh.
Man. Yeah, Sam Raimi made these movies back in the '80s. He made 2 of them. There was Evil Dead 2, and it kind of concentrates around a character named Ash Williams that's played by Bruce Campbell.
Hmm.
It's basically like, you ever heard of the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon?
Yes.
It's about some teenagers going to a cabin for a good time, and they find that book, and they open it, and one of them reads from the book, and the dead come alive
Oh
and
my god.
fucking with them. Yeah. And then they made Army of Darkness, which was actually not really, in my opinion, a horror movie. It was a fucking comedy. It was it was the character of Ash, but somehow he went through time and ended up back in like King Arthur's time, and the dead are alive there too because somebody read from the book, so he's trying to help them kill them all out. But Then Stars actually made a show called Ash versus Evil Dead. It
Hmm.
lasted for I think 3 seasons, and it was fucking hilarious. It is a horror show, but it's one of those horrors that it's not those jump out moments that you hate. I
Yeah,
know you hate them, buddy.
I fucking hate jump
It's
scares.
it's
They're.
more of a comical horror.
Mhm.
It's over the top. It's over the top makeup effects. It's over the top acting. It's more hilarious and funnier than shit. Like Evil Dead 2 back in the 80s, he looked up and there was a deer head on the wall that was giggling at him.
Well,
You know, like,
that shit like that just makes me want to watch it more now.
oh, you got to watch them, dude. They're not horror. They're not really scary. They were meant to be scary, but they ended up being funny as fuck.
Well,
I
good.
mean, the main character, Ash Williams, his hand got infected by a deadite, as they're called.
Uh huh.
So he took a chainsaw and cut his hand off, so it wouldn't affect his whole body. And then since he had his hand cut off, he went ahead and attached that chainsaw to his hand. So he's got one arm that's got a chainsaw hanging off of it, and he's carrying around a 12 gauge shotgun. I mean, that's just cool.
I don't know why, but just hearing about that just makes me, for some reason, reminds me of the game Lollipop Chainsaw, where you play as a fucking cheerleader
I
with a
remember that game.
chainsaw. Yeah, it was
Actually, they made an Evil Dead game. You may remember it was called Fistful of Boomstick.
that. I don't remember that.
Like you ran around going through time, like you was in the Civil War and you was running around, and you was like medieval times running around, and you had a chainsaw for a hand and holding the 12 gauge.
I'm really surprised because I've been hearing this a lot lately. I've been thinking about it some more. I play a lot more video games than I watch movies,
Mm.
and I'm really surprised I don't know that because I know a lot of video games. Now, movies, I'm not surprised I don't know a lot about those because as I know how to. Okay, so I've been going through. I'll just tell you a little bit more personal stuff because I like opening up, whatever. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been going through some stuff, just talking about through my professors and stuff. Just like I hate when people say you're a filmmaker but you don't watch movies.
Mm.
It's like I don't watch certain movies because I don't want to. I don't have a particular interest. I have to be willing and interested to watch it. That's why there's so much I haven't watched because I don't have interest in watching them.
You have to be committed to the cause.
Just because I don't watch these movies that people see as classics doesn't mean that I don't know how to construct a movie.
Yeah,
Doesn't
exactly.
mean I don't know framing, doesn't mean I don't know lighting, composition, editing, whatever. I
And
know how
most
to
of all,
construct a
you
movie.
don't know how to. It doesn't. Most of all, it doesn't mean you don't know how to tell a story.
Correct. And I'm getting so sick and tired of that being like people saying, "Oh, you haven't watched this, you haven't watched this, you're not a real filmmaker." Yes I am.
Yeah,
I'm a real filmmaker just as much as you think you are.
yeah,
Because you've watched thousands of movies.
yeah,
Whoop de fucking do, make one. I can actually make one, motherfucker.
yeah. Exactly.
You
Now, I
you
will say though, before we forget about Evil Dead,
mhm.
because I know you're a big Sam Raimi Spider-Man fan.
I do like me some Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
The popularity and the way Sam Raimi felt about Evil Dead and Army of Darkness is the reason why he gave Bruce Campbell a cameo appearance in every Spider-Man movie there was.
Well, that just
Bruce Campbell was Bruce Campbell was Ash Williams in the Evil Dead and Army of Darkness movie,
mhm.
and he loved Bruce Campbell so much that he did give him a cameo appearance in every Spider-Man movie there was. In the first Spider-Man movie, he was the wrestling announcer.
Mhm.
In the second one, I think he worked at a hotel. I can't remember what he was in the third one, but yeah, Bruce Campbell actually made it into almost every Sam Raimi movie he ever made.
Was he a reporter? No.
No,
No.
I don't think he was a reporter,
No. He wasn't. Huh.
but yes, Bruce Campbell and the Evil Dead
I don't remember.
series meant so much to Sam Raimi that he couldn't let Bruce Campbell be forgotten. So like almost every movie Sam Raimi made, he put Bruce Campbell somewhere in them.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how kick-ass Evil Dead is. So yeah, you got to check them out. Like I said, they're not those scary kind of movies that jump out and try to freak you out. Most of the time, you end up giggling your ass off.
Evil Dead, I'll definitely look up.
I will say, don't watch the Evil Dead remake
Uh
because there's nothing funny about that one.
huh.
That
Is it
one's about
garbage?
no, it's good, but it ain't something you want to watch. It's
I
at the
mean,
same cabin that they go to. It's about some girl that's addicted to drugs, so they take her out to this cabin to make her rehab,
uh,
quit cold turkey. But she goes running off and stumbles across these demons because some dickhead in the cabin read the book.
oh my god, fucking boring.
No, it got brutal and
Ugh.
fucked up. In that movie, there's a guy that takes a nail gun to the face. It got gruesome. There's a chick that takes a meat cutter and cuts her own arm off in
Are
it.
there?
It got
I mean, I'm not. I'm okay with those movies, but if there's multitude of jump scares, fuck that. That's the
not
only
too
kind of
many.
horror. That's the only kind of horror movies I don't like are jump scary movies. Whenever there's,
That's one thing I'll give Sam Raimi credit on is that he didn't go for the jump scares. He went for trying to make something look so fucked up visually that he didn't need to jump scare you to make you uncomfortable.
oh good, because I
Yeah, he
can't
just went with
stand.
weird, fucked up, sick ass images.
Which going back to Jacob's Ladder, they're remaking
Mm,
that movie.
really?
Yes, it's coming out this year.
Now who's going to play Jacob? Do you know?
I don't know his name. I had it up on Google here a minute ago. Don't have it up right now. But yeah, they're remaking that movie. I'm telling you one thing. I feel like they're going to miss the mark so much because they're
Usually do.
going they're going to add jump scares.
Yeah. Well, I
They're,
mean, usually with remakes, they miss the mark anyway.
Michael Eli Ellie Ealy. I can't pronounce it for some reason. It's a short
Eli?
name, but I can't pronounce it. Yeah,
How do you spell it again?
Ealy.
Uh, I'd say Ely.
Yeah, it's apparently it's okay. So this gives me good hope. IMDb currently gives it a 3.1 out of 10.
Oh, Jesus.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 5%,
Oh, God.
and Metacritic a 31%.
Wow.
So
You might
I'm
as well have been Battlefield Earth back in the 90s.
what a shock! It didn't do good compared to the original Jacob's Ladder. Who would have guessed?
Well, I mean, the original Jacob's Ladder is unbeatable. That'd be like saying that, we could just go ahead and redo The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. But I did see that there is a new thing coming out that's supposed to take place after The Shining. Have you read about that?
I've not.
Um, yeah, it's a sequel to The Shining. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Actually, give me a second and I'll be able to find it.
Are they going to have anybody from the original cast of The Shining?
No, 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 no.
Mm.
It's. I
But
think it takes place at the same hotel.
okay, well then, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
that's it. It's called Doctor Sleep, Red Rum.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And I believe it has Ewan McGregor in it.
Really?
Yeah. Um. So, that's. Oh, wait a minute. Damn, I dropped out of the description here. But I mean, honestly, sometimes it'd be better instead of doing a remake,
Mm-hmm.
do a prequel or do a sequel to it.
Yeah,
Make
because
a
you
new.
remake these popular favorite movies, fan favorites, 9 times out of 10, they're just going to come up bad. And Jacob's Ladder, I can 100% tell you, without even watching it so far, I bet you $5 that the reason why it wasn't scary is because they completely missed the point of the movie.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
not,
So
yeah,
here's
go
the
ahead.
description for Doctor Sleep. It says years after The Shining, Dan Torrance meets a young girl with similar powers as his and tries to protect her from a cult that preys on children with powers to remain immortal. Shows a release date as November 8th, 2019, and it does have Ewan McGregor and Rebecca Ferguson.
Well, I'm definitely intrigued.
The picture that it shows is actually a picture of Ewan McGregor looking through the gap in the doorway from where the axe with Jack Nicholson tearing the door apart with the whole "Here's Johnny." It's a picture of the door looking like that, and it shows a picture of Ewan McGregor behind.
Oh, so what you're saying is they don't know how to do something original? Huh?
No,
It's
who
it's
the hell
like
does?
that's Hollywood in 2019.
Man, who the hell does nowadays?
Speak.
That's why we live. And I will say right now, I'm a huge comic book geek,
Hmm.
but that's why we live in a world where our best movies are comic book movies.
Speaking of that, great segue by the way, because we talked about this prior, and I think this could lead into a debate here.
Yes.
Holy fucking shit! So Jbomb over the weekend went with his kids to see the new Aladdin movie. Now, what did you think of
Well,
it?
no, we watched it. It was recently released on DVD.
Oh,
I
I'm
got
sorry, I didn't realize
yeah,
it'd been so soon. Like that was released. Oh my gosh.
yeah. It was released in theaters months ago.
Yeah, I didn't
But yeah,
realize this.
me and my kids did sit down and watch the new Aladdin. You know, with Will Smith as the genie. And I know me and you're gonna fight about it. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Sure
we're gonna
are. I can't wait.
but once again, I'm an old fart. Puddy's not. Um, I remember being a little kid watching the original Aladdin cartoon and just thinking it was the bee's knees, man. It was the shit. Um, Watching the new Aladdin, the live action version, I felt nostalgic. I'll be honest, I was nostalgic. My kids were wore out that day. They went to school that day. We do our movie night on a Friday night, and they went to school that day, so they've been up since 7 a.m. They made it about an hour and a half into the movie. Me, shit, my kids were sleeping, and I was sitting here glued to my fucking TV watching this movie, giggling like a little fucking girl, and just enjoying myself as seeing this brought to life. I thought it was cool. I know a lot of people have a lot of negative shit to say about it. A lot of people's negativities towards Will Smith playing the genie. But honestly, I had fun watching it. I enjoyed it. It was a blast. So Putty, go ahead and try to shoot me down, and let's get an argument going.
For starters, I want to go ahead and say I'm glad you had a good time watching it with your family, with your kids.
Yeah,
Awesome. Glad to hear that. I'm glad that they get to experience it, get to experience Aladdin now. And when it comes to Will Smith, I'm not going to go in that argument of who was better, Will Smith or Robin Williams. Both were completely different. I'm assuming Will's was completely different genie than what Robin Williams played, because I've never seen this new Aladdin, but
honestly, if you bring that up, I will say Robin Williams and Will Smith's genie were not as far apart as you'd believe they were.
then if that's the case, then I just going to give it to Robin Williams automatically. Even
I mean,
though,
Robin Williams always win.
yeah,
I felt, and that's what made me really enjoy it even more. Is I felt like Will Smith's performance as the genie
hmm
was more of a tribute to Robin Williams. He didn't change a lot. He kept a lot of Robin Williams lines. He kept all the lyrics to the song, and he didn't act like Will Smith through most of it. He actually acted like the genie you remember from the original. He didn't seem like he wanted to change the character, more like pay tribute to it, and that's one thing that did give me a little respect.
okay, well then I'll give the movie that then. If
Okay.
if they tried to give that role, Robin Williams' one of the most famous roles, respect, fine, cool. I have a problem with movies like this. I have a problem with the new Lion King. I have a problem with Dumbo. I have a problem with the other movies that are going to be live action that
I
are
watched
coming out.
Dumbo, so yeah, let's get this fight going.
I like that they want to re-bring these movies back out to light. I respect that they want younger generations to see them. I have two big problems. Number one, they're just doing it because they can re-release these great stories and get more money off them and put them in live action.
Uh-huh.
The second problem I have is that I feel like they are completely giving the finger to the 2D animated movies that got them famous in the first place. Just because of the day and age we live in.
I can understand that.
It's completely easy now, for Disney especially, to remake a movie that looks like it's realistic. Look at The Lion King. Look at the new Lion King. Animals don't talk! And yet they looked like actual lions, like actual giraffes, like actual whatever Timon and Pumbaa are. Can't remember, don't want to remember right now. Anyways, going on, moving on.
That's Warhog and the hell was Timon?
Whatever the case.
He was a goddamn prairie dog or some shit.
Whatever the case. They look real.
No, he was a meerkat. That's what he was. He was a meerkat.
That's right, yes, meerkat.
Yeah, meerkat. Yeah.
They look real. But I don't care for it because it's already happened before. The 2D animated ones are so good.
I can understand your point.
Yeah.
I get what you're trying to say. Why fuck with something that was already great?
Right.
I get that point. I do. But let me just throw in a little monkey wrench on this.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the times movies were made animated and cartoon, whatever, however you want to say it, because we didn't have the CG and the ability to make it live action like people would want to and make it actually good. You know, back in the 90s, the CG we have today is insanely awesome.
Yes.
Back in the 90s when, you know, the scripts for Aladdin or The Lion King were created, there was no way to CG that. It was sensible to make it a cartoon or animated. So I feel like I'm against you on this one because I feel like the reason these movies are being remade is because they're being remade the way that they wanted to do it originally but couldn't. If that makes sense.
I get it. But if they were originally made to be actual movies, then why were they designed in such cartoon ways?
If you made Aladdin, if you tried to make a live action Aladdin in 1993, it would look like an episode of Xena Warrior Princess.
Well, that's because Aladdin was a 2D animated movie.
Yeah.
It was.
But I mean, how could you pull out a genie out of a fucking bottle back in the 90s and be a live action movie?
When it comes to movies that actually have people in them, may not be as big of an issue. I'm also more talking about movies like Lion King and like what are they going to do whenever Bambi is live action remade?
Actually, I'm glad you bring that up.
Because
before we started this podcast, I started looking through movie trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you haven't seen this trailer yet because I didn't see it till today. And this is just going to get you cussing and talking shit. They're actually doing a live action remake of Lady and the Tramp.
I knew about that already. And it's just,
you know about that?
Yeah, it's like, well, why don't we just do a live action remake of Oliver and Company? What about
I would.
Emperor's New Groove?
I don't know if I'd watch that one. I didn't like the original.
I liked it.
Uh,
I really
look,
enjoyed Emperor's New Groove.
did you see they're doing a remake of what's the Japanese one? Japanese
Mulan?
Mulan. They're actually doing a lot. Have you seen the live action trailer for that?
I don't want to.
No, dude. They have turned Mulan into a fucking Jet Li movie. It's martial arts out the ass and just complete fucking insanity. I want to see it.
Well, that's cool that they're changing the premise of what Mulan was about based on the trailer.
Yeah,
But
I never in the trailer I seen for the new Mulan, I didn't see a little red dragon at all, which kind of did piss me off.
I don't like whenever because it just feels like they're killing 2D. They're 2D animated movies because they're putting them in live action now
They
because
are.
they can. And I hate it because why can't you show your kids a 2D animated movie? Is it
Now
because it's too childish?
I will tell you. Before me and my kids watched the remake of Aladdin on Friday, well, last Friday, I'd actually had them watch the original Aladdin like a year ago.
Wait a minute. So you introduced them to Aladdin
Yes,
a year ago.
my daughter has an Aladdin, well, a Jasmine backpack before she ever even watched the new Aladdin movie.
Did you say that they were like asleep or whatever during?
Uh, they went to sleep about an hour and a half into the new Aladdin, yes. But I forgot to bring up, and before I let you bury yourself, I'll go ahead and fix it before you do it.
Oh, go ahead. I'm not burying myself.
For the rest of the weekend, because my kids go to their mother's on Sunday. I keep them a week. She keeps them a week. For Saturday and for Sunday, all my kids wanted to do was watch the new Aladdin. Like all we did for 2 days after that was watch it. So they did get to catch up because they did fall asleep on Friday night. So they've watched the new Aladdin probably 3 or 4 times since then.
Because it's the new thing that's on now.
Well,
They
also because
probably
my daughter really loves musicals, and this one was a big ass musical.
yeah.
My daughter loves to sing, so
So the first showing of this new Aladdin, though, they've already seen it. Well,
oh, they saw the cartoon.
yeah, which is basically the same thing. In fact,
Yeah,
it is the same thing. It's just
actually, it was almost exactly the same thing.
yeah. So what's the point of this?
Actually, the one thing I will give the new Aladdin credit for is I didn't have to listen to Gilbert Gottfried's loud ass mouth.
But Gilbert Godfrey was good for what he was doing, though. He was
He
supposed to
was
be
good as he was good as Iago, the
yeah
annoying ass parrot.
yeah.
But I'd almost rather hear a bird say it than Gilbert Gottfried.
I don't know. Like
Now, I will say I have not got to see the new Lion King. My sister did because when me and my sister were kids, Dad took us to the theaters to watch the original animated Lion King, and it was the shit to us. So my sister made it a point that she was going to go watch the new one, and she was not disappointed when she came home. She said it was badass. Now, have I got to see that myself? No.
look, I understand watching it whenever you've seen the original. For a nostalgia trip.
Yeah,
Perfectly fine. You want to see it again with a new perspective, with a newer, fresh coat of paint. Cool.
yeah, yeah.
For kids, I don't understand, like, why can't you just show them the first one?
I do. Now, I
Yeah.
will say there's a lot of
So yeah, you did show them the first one. So what's the
yeah,
point of this one?
to keep them up to date.
To keep them up to
I mean,
date? Keep them up to date by
to
watching the
me,
old one again.
you know me, buddy. I am actually a huge movie geek.
Yeah.
I love watching movies. I
Mhm.
will watch movies that everybody told me suck,
Yeah.
and I will watch them just to tell you whether or not I agree.
Mhm.
So well, I didn't make my kids. They were happy to watch it. Last year we watched the original. I think it was 1992, 1993 Aladdin with Robin Williams, and they loved it. My daughter went out right after that and got a Jasmine backpack for
Good.
school. So Friday we watched the new one, and they were as psyched to watch it as they were the cartoon. You you got to think about when you appeal to kids, you just got to give them what they want,
I
and
get that.
and Disney's being a business, and if you're in business, you're in business to make money.
No, I completely agree. It's a money thing. Doesn't mean I have to
Yeah,
like it.
no, you don't have to like it, but
Because
your curiosity may make you want to watch it, and if you watch it, then you've already gave them what they wanted.
yeah, that's exactly right. I don't like it because it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
But it also makes sense to me too because of course you'd want to remake them into live action movies.
yeah,
Of course you would. You don't want to make. If you did a 3D version and a 3D animated version, it might get even more flack because it's still animated. But if you redo these classic 2D animated movies as like almost live action movies, there's like it's an extremely new coat of fresh paint. So I can understand it, but then I look at like story, like the paying attention to the story. It's the same fucking story.
yeah.
They're not changing much.
Now me, I'm one of those jackasses that usually when you say remake, I am not on board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the idea of a remake, especially if it's a movie that was good the way it was.
Right.
But if I feel like if you can do a remake and at least get close to what it was before or better, then sure, knock yourself out. Um, but one I will bring up that I was totally disappointed in, and most people was the Ghostbusters remake.
Yeah, you know.
That made me want to slit my own wrist and watch myself bleed out on the floor.
Okay, so let's go to the Dumbo one then, at least.
Okay, I watched Dumbo. Did you?
What are you Which one are you talking about? The animated one or the new one? Because I don't think the new one's out yet, is it? Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
The new one's been out
yeah,
for a while.
That's right. That's right. This one is not impressive. If it could get,
did you watch the new one?
No, I've seen bits and pieces.
I thought it was awesome. Now,
but
one thing I will say that gives you, I don't know if it gives you credit or takes away from it.
Mm-hmm.
The new Dumbo remake,
mm-hmm.
I almost wouldn't even consider to be a remake.
Mm-hmm.
The new Dumbo was so different from the animated Dumbo, it felt like a completely different fucking story.
But here's my point. So you're talking about how you give them the same feeling as what they did back, as what they do now as kids.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider this like a movie that would do that. Just because, look when Dumbo was made. It was made in the 1940s.
Was that the 40s? Yeah, I know it was a while back.
Dude, you know how crazy that would have been if you were a kid or you were even an adult and having a full-length movie like Dumbo come out? Remember, Snow White just came out in the early 30s.
Yeah.
So, especially with Dumbo, in those older movies like then, like whenever they do Snow White, whenever they do Bambi, I hope they don't do Fantasia, but God knows that's probably a thing they're thinking about.
Well, they already did Snow White.
Don't yell at me.
They did Snow White and the Huntsman.
I know, but that was different, wasn't it?
A little bit. Yeah. It was a flipped on the script, yeah. Which is what I'm saying with Dumbo. Dumbo, the new Dumbo was, I will never call it a remake. It was a flip on the script, and it was a completely different fucking story.
But you can't tell me that the new Dumbo will give someone the same feeling as like someone when the 2D animated Dumbo came out in the 40s would. Can you?
Me and my age, I would say no. But somebody that's never seen the original Dumbo, it probably made them feel the same way that we did watching the original Dumbo.
I
Which is
guess.
why I will kind of say that what Disney is doing is cool, because those things that we loved growing up, like Dumbo, like The Lion King, like Aladdin, um, those are things that most kids nowadays don't even know what the hell that is.
Which is
So
why Disney needs
by
to go
doing a
out and
remake,
show them what it is. If they really want these kids to know what their 2D animated movies were, they should promote them. But no, they're trying to kill their, like I've been saying, they're killing their 2D animated stuff. It's been dead. What am I talking about? They don't have a 2D animated studio anymore. It's been dead.
they
Princess
don't.
and the Frog was the last one.
Yeah, 2D's dead.
2D's dead.
Well,
I hate it. I
2D.
hate
Actually, I say this all the time. 2D is dead, and Bugs Bunny is crying somewhere.
I hate it. I fucking hate it. 3D films fine, whatever, but I think that's the biggest issue I have is just how much they are just driving that nail in the coffin of good 2D animated films. I fucking hate it.
I feel like in a, I feel like we're in a generation, we're in a world now where 2D is about dead. Um, and I mean, I understand why with with what they can do with CG now, nobody really wants to make 2D anymore.
Yeah, but it's so much
I,
simpler with CG and everything now, though.
oh yeah, it is. But I can say that I feel privileged and happy to know that I'm at least old enough to remember back when that shit was cool.
Yeah. And I feel like that people eventually are just going to lose the respect for what the original movies came out and were like and were put together as. Again, Dumbo in the 40s. Look how
Yeah,
much time that must have taken for them to do that.
yeah,
And this movie, this new Dumbo movie, was probably made in a few months, if that. Animation probably took as long, so give or take 6 months to a year. It took years for the first Dumbo. And
yeah. I mean, you gotta think there's a big difference between animation was done then as to is how it is now. Animation
I just don't
then
like
took
it.
forever.
Yeah.
It took a lot of hard work. It took a lot of artistic ability to do that.
And I just don't want these old films getting not so much cast aside because they're
Oh
not, because they're
God,
getting remade, but
yeah.
like forgotten as what they originally were, where they originally came from.
For the masterpieces that they truly are.
Exactly. And they were masterpieces when they were 2D animations.
Oh
So
yeah,
even if it is to your point that they wanted to take these films that they couldn't do as full as actual real life films or whatever, so they put
yeah.
them in 2D, that was still a lot of hard work putting them in 2D.
Oh
And
yeah.
because of how simple it is now to do CG for people that know how to do it, I just feel like that's just more forgetting about how hardworking those people were to make those 2D animated films, and eventually it's just going to go poof, never
This is
there.
where it gets into the moment that I hate to think about, but it is true. We are at a day and age where visually artistic, people that draw, people that paint,
Mm-hmm.
um, will eventually be forgotten because it is so easy to do in a day what it took an animator or an artist to draw in 3 months.
And that's I just
It's sad.
it's sad, and I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I can understand it. I can be fine with them going and doing it. I guess I'm not really fine with it.
I mean, to me, it's sad. I'm a visual artist.
Yeah.
I can't play an instrument. I don't sing. I draw. And yes, not many people. Well, many people can draw, but a lot of people can't.
I
But
guess
now, if you got a good computer and you got a good program, you can make a full length cartoon a lot quicker than I can.
yeah.
So I mean, yes, it does take away from from the beauty of art. Um, but it's just the day and age we live in.
Unfortunately.
I will agree with you, unfortunately. But on the other end, it allows filmmakers, and actually still really gifted artists to even go farther ahead than what others do. I mean, like you look at Ready Player One. Did you watch that?
I have yet to watch it.
Ready Player One was just visually insane. It was awesome. So I mean, it does give our newer age artists a chance to shine. And going back to Aladdin, like I said, I did watch that Friday with my kids. That movie felt like it had time. It felt like it had effort put into it, and it was enjoyable to me.
I guess
Me being,
overall, no matter what, as long as it's enjoyable to whether it be you or your kids or anybody that's watching it, as long as
yeah,
they still get that Disney feel,
yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter.
I mean, I will never forget the time I heard Robin Williams sing "You'll Never Have a Friend Like Me"
Yeah.
in the original Aladdin. But Will Smith doing it, I had a blast watching him do it. It was they actually. It seemed like I told you before. It seemed like Will Smith with the character of Genie. He paid a lot of respect to Robin Williams and the character of the Genie. And whether or not the other Disney remakes pay that same respect to the originals or not is still yet to be determined.
We can hope. We can hope. So yeah, that's
Take it and leave it, or take it and love it. That's your pick.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So before we move on to the advice portion of Jbomb and Puddy Save the Planet, Jbomb, what are some of the shows that are coming up this week? Weekend, next week,
Um,
whatever.
I only got one, and since this is going up on Saturday, it will be tonight. If you're listening to it early enough, if not, shame on you for
How
not
dare
listening.
you? What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, you've already missed the show. What the fuck is wrong with you?
How fucking
Uh,
dare you?
yeah. But anyway, um, Saturday night, um, the 14th. It's at the Hideout in Parkersburg. We're going to have Disarm the Fallen, which I've seen many, many times. Fantastic band, great band. Um, and Hangman's Ghost, which is actually our, and when I say our, I mean Mountain Arts Democracy.
Oh yeah.
Uh, our national president, Skinner's band, Hangman's Ghost. Very damn good band. Very good band. But yeah, they're going to be up in Parkersburg. Starts at 8 o'clock. Um, if you're in Parkersburg, want to drop by the Hideout, uh, definitely go check it out.
Do it.
It's going to be on Old Vision Street. So yeah, go by, check them out. Great music. I can promise you, great music. I've never been to the venue, so I can't speak for it. I'm sure it's a good one. But yeah, definitely great music going to be out there at the Hideout in Parkersburg.
Hashtag support local bands.
Hashtag MAD is awesome.
Woo!
Woohoo! Mountain Arts Democracy. Yeah.
So, to end up today's great podcast, another great show, J-Bomb. Good job. Awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
we stretched it out a lot longer than I thought we would.
Absolutely. I'm more tired now than what I was an hour and a half ago.
No nap time yet, motherfucker.
Oh, God, please. Come on.
You narcoleptic some bitch. Do not fall asleep before we get done with this.
So, we're going to end up here with some advice. We didn't really have advice for a little bit, but then we saw something from my cousin. You know him as GIF if you listen to All Things Today. He was he was with us, our good buddy, my cousin Noah. He posted something earlier that was rather intriguing. That apparently Trump wants the FDA to ban flavored e-cigarettes. So, I don't have really an opinion, honestly, just because I don't think smoking or vaping is good, but it's your choice, your body. You do whatever the fuck you want to do with it.
Yeah.
Want to drink? Go drink. Whatever. As long as you're of age and can legally do it, whatever.
Yeah.
Just my advice is if you're going to do things like this, just be careful. All right? Be careful of the side effects that could happen from whatever. Be careful of what it might do to your body long term. Don't constantly puff cigarettes. Don't constantly suck in vapor fumes into your friggin' throat, because God knows all that's going directly from your throat down to your lungs, and just can't be good. Same thing if you're smoking, but it's more smoke than it is the vapor. I don't know.
Do you have Noah's post?
I have the article that he has pulled up here. Let me go back to his post here real quick. So he
Well,
went on a.
I'll say that. I mean, I am a smoker. I
Mhm.
smoke cigarettes. Uh, on the weekends, I like to have my drink. Um, I will say that anything is bad when it's used in excess.
Mhm.
Moderation is key.
Yes.
Just like if you sit around all day eating bacon sandwiches, your cholesterol's going to go up. You're not going to have a good time. Same with cigarettes. You smoke too many cigarettes, your lungs can't keep up, and you will die. Same with these vapes. There's been a lot of vape deaths lately. I keep seeing it on the news. People dying from vapes. Um, vapes are supposed to be a replacement for cigarettes. I know one of those vape cartridges is supposed to be what, 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes,
Yeah, it's a lot.
and a lot of people are doing these in a day or 2 days. Um, and by the way, as Skinner pointed out when we talked about it a couple weeks ago, you're inhaling vapor,
Yeah.
which is a liquid, liquid turned into a vapor. Um, that's still liquid, and liquid doesn't ever really cooperate good with lungs.
No.
Uh, it causes you to do what most people call is drown.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it may be a healthier alternative to cigarettes, but if you're abusing it, you're gonna die just like the rest of them.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you got that article pulled up?
I do, and this is going to be the part in the podcast that might get cut off because I haven't asked Noah yet if I can read his opinion on it, and I will ask throughout the week. So at this point, we're going to cut it off here, and we'll just go straight to the ending if we can't use it. But if we can, I'm just going to read what he says and then go a little bit into the article from the Huffington Post website. So what he
Okay.
says on here, because this is his opinion, all things are just of what he writes at this point are his opinion. So the original thing is Trump wants FDA to ban flavored e-cigarettes. Noah posts, let's not focus on the fact that 480,000 people die a year from cigarettes. Oh, or the fact that 88,000 die annually from alcohol related incidents. No, let's focus on the fact that these kids were hitting Satan's flute. That the products these kids have been using weren't the ones that have been helping people quit traditionally proven to kill and cause cancer cigarettes for the past 15, 20 years. The problem is those kids were in fact using illicit the thick to elicit the vaping cartridges created with vitamin E, a drug not meant to be inhaled due to its harmful effects on someone's lungs. Let's in fact focus on the flavors. Yes, that must be the problem. It's not the illegal THC cartridges, no. It's the fact that those strawberry, blueberry, and cake flavors are only appealing to children that's what drew them in. The flavors are the problem. The devil's power pipe is the reason for all of this. Hashtag vaping is the problem. Hashtag ignorancies. Hashtag big tobacco co's, I guess, big tobacco corporations, and then hashtag big pharma.
Mm.
The post or the article from HuffingtonPost.com Trump wants FDA to ban flavored cigarettes. More than 450 people have been hospitalized for lung diseases associated with vaping and e-cigarettes. I'm just going to read a few paragraphs because I know that's not what most people. Actually, this article isn't that long. I could read the whole thing, but I'm not going to. You can read it. I'm just going to read the first couple paragraphs here. So, President Trump announced on Wednesday he wants the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, to consider taking flavored e-cigarette products off the market. Trump told reporters that very, very strong action. By the way, that's a Trump specialty to repeat himself. So there's the first thing. A very, very strong action may be needed to protect innocent children from potential risk. The FDA is still working on its final guidance on the issue. His announcement comes amid a mysterious outbreak of illnesses associated with people using vape pens and e-cigarettes for marijuana and nicotine. In recent weeks, more than 450 people have been hospitalized for lung diseases, often accompanied by shortness of breath, coughing, chest pain, fatigue, vomiting, and fevers. Now, I did make fun of Trump there just because I find it funny whenever he makes announcements that he repeats himself. With that being said, I can never be fully serious, J-Bomb.
I'm sorry. I got to be a dickhead and say I voted for Trump.
Yeah, it's
But
alright.
anyway.
It's alright. It's alright. I mean, I voted for the person that wanted the recount of the votes, so I can't really. I didn't vote for Hillary. That's not who I'm talking about.
Good. Okay, well then you're okay with me.
Yeah. I didn't vote for Hillary. I voted for someone. Can't remember her name.
Someone else.
Yeah, but she wanted a recount of the votes because she didn't want Trump in there. I'm just like, you're stupid too.
You've done lost. It's over.
You lost worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there is an outbreak, but he's pointing it on flavored e-cigarettes? What?
I don't understand this argument. If you want to vape, vape. You want to smoke cigarettes. You want to drink alcohol, drink alcohol. You want to be a dumbass and do meth. Whatever.
Now, I wouldn't say do meth. I mean, it's your body, your choice, but don't be a dumbass.
I fall into when it comes to political stuff, I fall into libertarian, which is I feel like you can go do what you want to do, but you should be smart enough to know not to do certain things.
Right. I agree with that.
So, I mean, everything has its consequence. Like I said, you want to sit around and eat bacon sandwiches every day.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit around and bitch about your cholesterol and your blood sugar and all that shit. Everything has its consequence. I would say, as a smoker, as somebody that likes to drink, when I want to, I would say use in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I feel like these deaths that are caused by vapes are from people that don't realize what they're doing.
I agree with that.
In their mind, they're being told, well, vapes are not cigarettes, so they're safer. They're not. So don't sit around every day, every 2.5 minutes, you're hitting your vape with a big ass cloud and puffing out these big old circles and making jellyfish or whatever the fuck you're doing. It's still a dangerous product.
Yes. There's still nicotine in them.
There's still nicotine in it. There's still dangerous chemicals that are in these vapes. And you need to at least be smart enough as a human to know that moderation.
And I'll even say what Trump said here, even though he repeated himself, there is still a potential risk that people that are innocent, he said innocent children, that they could be affected by it because you're doing it. Now, not so much with vape. I'm talking more of like smoking and secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
But it's still like, it's a potential. Just do it. Just be safe with it. Just do it in moderation.
Yeah. I mean, this falls back into what we talked about. This falls back into what we talked about a couple of weeks ago when we talked about changing the age for purchasing cigarettes
Yeah.
and tobacco. I mean, this falls into the same group. I mean, these vapes and stuff are supposed to be sold to people of legal age to purchase them. Once you're of that age, you should be smart enough to know what you can and cannot do.
Right.
So you get this thing, and you've already been told 100 times that you know it is safer than smoking, but it can still kill you. That means you might want to take it easy on it.
You are bringing that risk up higher the more that you do it consistently.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they used to say, for every pack of cigarettes you smoke, you lose this many years on your life. It's the same with these vapes. As much as you vape this much, you're going to die this much sooner.
Yeah.
And these warnings have been given to the people that purchase them. I'm a smoker. I smoke a pack of Marlboro Reds a day, and I see that warning on the side of that pack every fucking day. I know that me smoking these cigarettes may kill me quicker. I'm aware of this. The same with these people that buy these vapes. These vapes have warnings on the side of them that say they contain nicotine, which is an addictive chemical, and will lower your life expectancy. It gets to the point where what, you're a grown ass person and you know what the consequences are. You do them, then you do them.
Right.
If they end up killing you, you can't blame nobody. You were warned. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I completely agree.
You were given a heads up. Ain't nobody told you that this shit would make you, superhuman. I ain't ever bought a pack of cigarettes that said, upon purchasing a pack of cigarettes, smoking them, you may become Superman.
Mm-hmm.
I was given a heads up on what may happen.
Just
So, yeah, back at our advice portion is habits.
habits.
Yeah, use them in moderation because they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
Don't use them in excess because they'll kill you.
Because they can relieve stress in cases.
Yeah.
But don't do it because they will kill you.
Exactly. Yeah. They may be fun while you do them, but guess what? They're killing you while you're doing them.
They may relax you and make you feel good, but they will fucking kill you.
Yeah, exactly. That cigarette may make your day better, but in 20 years, you may be laying in a hospital bed dying of lung cancer.
That vape might make you look cool, and you can do so many different tricks with clouds there coming out of your mouth or your nose or whatever hole.
Yeah.
But you'll probably end up 6 feet under before you're 50.
Yeah. You can make a jellyfish out of that vape. That's really cool. But in about 10 years, you may be swimming with the fishes.
You might be able to smoke an entire pack of cigarettes within an hour.
Yeah.
But they'll be laying your ashes to sea.
Yeah, exactly. You may drink that bottle of wild turkey, but in 10, 15 years, you may become turkey fertilizer and feed all the plants that they're going to eat on.
You go ahead and drink that Jack Daniels. I don't have a good one. All right, this bit's over.
Actually, I was really kind of hoping you had something for that one.
I was really trying, man. I was trying, but I was like, I'm not confident enough to say exactly. So, bit's over. I'm done with it.
I already got one for you.
Do one more, and then let's wrap up.
You may drink that Jack Daniels,
uh-huh.
but then you may be buried by a guy named Jack Daniels. That's the best I can do. That's all I can do. Get a lawyer. Sue me. You won't get much.
Oh, God. You mean that bug killing paycheck is not big? Come on now.
It is with other companies, but the one I work for, no, that check ain't good at all.
That was the episode, everybody. Thank you all for listening. Jbomb, send us out. Do your thing, big boy.
I will do my thing. But anyway, everybody, thanks for checking us out. I hope you enjoyed me and Putty ranting and raving for what we did. And honestly, I'm shocked we lasted this long.
It's a normal
Um,
episode of the podcast.
yeah, normal episode of the podcast, but it was just J-Bomb and Putty, and we had a blast doing it.
I can tell how long we've went because I am sweating my balls off.
I'm sweating like hell too.
Yeah.
I turned my air off, so the fan wasn't blowing on my microphone, and I'm sweating like a whore in church.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So anyway, guys, thank you all for listening. One more reminder: if you're in the Parkersburg area today, when this goes up on Saturday, go out and check out this Arm of the Fallen and Hangman's Ghost. You'll have a great Saturday night if you do. But anyway, this was J Bomb and Putty, and we like to save the planet any way we can. Putty, you want to tell everybody good night?
Everybody, good night.
That's what I like about him. But anyway, I'm J Bomb. Thank you for listening,
Thank
and
you.
as always, everybody, stay metal.